Hello and welcome back to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. And last time, remember, we just started off Trials and Tribulations, Revisited. And now we are going into the second case. Which happens to be episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout. You're gonna have to excuse it if this video is gonna be a bit lengthy because I haven't played this game in a while. Capcom, will you ever change? When it comes to ports, no, you don't. Let's get to it. As soon as it feels like it wants to start up. No, I do not have any elevator music. Suffice to say, what we're dealing with is an old game not being ported well over to PC. Please wait, your game is loading. 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 The time is 1 a.m. Detective! We made it! Oh. What a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Ha ha! You said it, pal! It must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe, just to double-check? That's not my cart number. Now loading, please wait. Now loading, please wait. I'm glad I don't do survival horror. It gets boring real fast, let me tell you. Ah! We've been had! Mask! Salutations! Out front! Guards! Turn on the searchlights! Better luck next time, gentlemen. Because I'm sorry, I wouldn't give him a loop on the third voice. I mean, he's an old school gentleman thief. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. My people need me! He is definitely not Ultraman, I can tell you that. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. I'm a T-Wolf. Beware when the moon is full. October 11, 3:24 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices.
Hey, Nick. The hell is this? Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important.
What are you freaking out about now?
Today will be the last time you talk to me that way.
Huh?
We're about to hit the big time.
Big time. And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are...
Ha! Don't be silly. You know I do it every day with you.
Oh, yes, of course.
I'm talking about me and... Sally, of course. Hello. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick.
Pearls! You haven't changed a bit. Wait. What are you doing here anyway?
Have you heard Mr. Nick? Here! Take a look at this!
What's this? Some kind of poster. Oh dear sweet Lord, no. Kurain did eat shit. Isn't it?
That's right! It's our hometown. Kurain, that is.
What's this about treasures from the boonies?
fine. You can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight.
Tonight? What about tonight?
The Treasures of Kurain exhibit doesn't exactly start until next week, but the promoter said there's some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Mick?
You're dressed as usual, dear. Same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey. I'm not going into her Japanese name. The younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. And she's got a rack that won't quit. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then,
I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes.
actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium, and a bit of a shady character.
Hey! Who are you calling shady?
And this little girl is Pearl Faye, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself.
I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick.
If you remember from the last game, Kurain Village is the home of the mysterious Kurain channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Kurain School of Channeling's master. I know, sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right. I think I'll choose. Now, I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right.
After Nick! How long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Dick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit.
Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. So we get the poster. The LT stands for where we're going to right now. Lordly Taylor. Lordly Taylor. The city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Last time, remember, we had to superglue it all together.
Wow. This is awesome.
Yeah. You can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it.
Oh! They even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the St. Peter's storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl.
On a family heirloom.
Oh, St. Nick. The person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for you in the basement warehouse.
Alright. I guess we should go and say hello. To the warehouse! Remember that old store called the warehouse? I certainly do. I miss it. Here we are in the warehouse. The basement warehouse. Yep. This is the basement warehouse, alright.
This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
A monster! You were right!
Huh? A monster?
Why, hello there.
Good evening. It's good to see you again.
You call this a monster? Well, she looks hot and black, I can tell you that. I know you.
Nice to see you again, too, little miss.
Hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly?
Do you remember her from the last game?
Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Adrian sure has changed since we last met. She's wearing black.
So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibition items.
Exhibition.
So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here.
Autota. Autota. Oh, right.
It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright?
Nick! What's going on? Who is this woman?
Why are you freaking out on me?
What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. This is Maya! You shouldn't let him off the hook so easily!
Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll need a little pearls further.
Mr. Wright was there for me when I was really... Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago.
In the last game. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case?
Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did it escape your memory, Nick?
After that, I quit being a manager and started this job.
Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us.
No, don't say that. I'm glad that the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful.
Huh, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring.
Well, Lord Lee Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums.
Woohoo! Did you hear that, Perry? The finest museums! Yes, I did! That's really wonderful.
So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh?
Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well.
Yeah, right. That sounds good. So, what is with that Tracy's thinking? Well, let's slide on over there to the right side, and as you can tell, we see that right there. Let's take a look at this right here.
Miss Maya! Take a look next to the door! That's Mr. Jamie, right?
Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Kurain channeling technique. Amy Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning.
Amy Faye's golden statue. And she's holding the shishishito, otherwise known as the 7-branch blade. That's what shishishito means. 7 branches, a 7-branch blade. Otherwise known in another game as the demon sword. An old game from Taito. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding?
Don't ask me. How should I know?
Well, you are the future master, right?
I mean, so, but this is the first time I've ever seen the statue.
That thing is the Kurain shishishito. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp.
Aww, Hooey. I wanted to cut something.
Are you eyeing A4?
Oh, look. It's already 8. Have you all eaten yet?
Oh, actually.
I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. So why don't we all dine together?
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Johnny, it sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Ha ha ha.
Hey, it's dinner, not lunch.
Why don't you go for it? And really, you should build a kid's dinner. Okay, in that case, what kid's dinner for me?
She's moved up in the world.
Shall we head upstairs then?
After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. Also, I'm having coffee and hot chocolate. Guys, excuse me while I'm actually putting on my glasses. I've been wearing my glasses since my last Let's Play, so there you go. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day, something terrible would happen. By the time I'm recording this, it's actually raining outside. Of course, I'm doing this in March, so, you know. You know what they say, April showers bring flowers. Yeah. The next day, 10:09 a.m. at the office.
Nick! This is terrible! What the... You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak.
Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time.
I'm going to turn on the TV.
We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief, Masque the Mask. Masque the Mask? According to a spokesperson, Whitley Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor?
Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet!
Treasure? Lordly Taylor? You don't think...
Yes! Now get up, Nick! It was stolen! By Masque the Mask! Our most valuable treasure! The Kurain sacred urn was stolen!
What? Apparently it was stolen. Well, let's get some info before we head on out. Refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred urn?
It's only the most important treasure in Kurain Village. That's all. Look. It's right there on this poster.
Ta-da!
Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Kurain channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes! That's right! Well, hold up.
Did you actually look at it?
I bet that urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Huh? Well, there are some things best left unsolved. Would you say, Mr. Nick?
Well, how it happened is she was playing. That's right. One year ago, there was a murder in Kurain Village, my hometown. The sacred urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. One of the treasures of Kurain Village, supposedly priceless, it looks like a plain old pot. Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head. So, let's see what's next.
What's wrong with you, Nick?
But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how...
The villager's Miss Maya! She's the future master of the Kurain School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I will let you say you don't.
Okay. I do. So what am I supposed to do about... Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it?
Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah. And get the sacred urn back.
What? I'm a detective. I'm a lawyer.
That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya.
Oh man, there's no one against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again?
Master Mob. Yes. Make a note of it. Master Mob. I was terrible. I was arrested and everything.
Oh yeah, you had a bad string of luck. Good lord, you had a bad string of luck. You were arrested twice. The third time you were just kidnapped. And it's like, shit's been happening to you since. 1 year ago, the murder in Kurain village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channels. He was a douchebag, and this urn would turn up being the key piece of evidence that proves her innocence.
Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promise, remember you said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn?
Oh yeah, that's right. Now, this urn used to say Amy on it. And then that happened. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well.
Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts spelling either.
Anyway, this is how her glowing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now, instead of Amy, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now. A whole year later.
I can't believe it myself.
That really does say a lot. Now, just like you're not supposed to say I wasn't. Well, let's rodeo. back to Lordly Taylor.
Right. Let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to that bad guy.
But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed.
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Yeah. Bad guy.
Hey! You can't poke around. Oh, sorry. That line just flew. Hey! You can't poke around here, pal. Wait a minute. That voice. Oh no. Not him again. It's you! And I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why isn't it every time something bad happens, you show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here, Eddie?
Alright. We get it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Oh, hello. Is there a kind of this grumpy detective?
Oh! It's you, little girl. Oh, it's you, Missy. Actually, my name's Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. But everybody in the office calls him Dick Dick. And now's a good chance for you to try to remember it right.
And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Dick Dick.
Yeah. Good to see you again. I guess. Yes, for this forgotten. We're not gonna call him Detective Dick. No, his name is Dick Dick. For pearls, it's Dick Dick. Like,
Good to see you too, Dick Dick.
Mr. Dick Dick. So, what happened?
Mr. Dick Dick. Can you tell us about what happened?
Oh, you're trying to remember my name. Yeah, girl, it's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn.
I know about that.
Oh. Well, the criminal's name is Master Mouse.
I know about that too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that?
The news, man. We know better. Well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys, The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen.
The scene of crime, you mean here, right?
that urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse.
So who was guarding the basement warehouse?
That guy! It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. They solved one case and gets the swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective.
Ace detective?
About that master mask. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this master mask. Is he famous?
What? You're joking, right, Nick? Master Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread.
What? Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Master Mask. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest of art. And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lordly Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time.
What? But you knew he was planning on stealing the sacred urn?
Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Oh, like cat's eye. Calling card, huh? They mentioned LT. About this ace detective. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway? And that's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up.
So, what's your life?
Well, like I told you, Master Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back.
Wow. That is impressive. All by himself?
Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time a thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy.
Or Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief?
Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. So he's down in the basement warehouse. Huh. So what's this calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? That's Master Mask's signature emblem. Now, you could say it's his mark. Oh, he's a phantom. Okay. All of his calling cards have got it on them.
Well, they didn't mention that on the newsflash.
We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. 74 heist, emblem is top secret.
that makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators.
Mr. Dick, if you work a little harder, baby, you can have your own copycat someday.
What? Wait, what? That's in regard like what? You know what? Even for my taste, I'm sorry, I gotta make a screenshot. So wait, I don't want to work that hard so I can have copycats my own day. I'm sorry. I guess. Let's move because we know who's gonna be coming up right now. As we go back to the basement warehouse. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the shithole known as the basement warehouse. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, may I present to you one of the most recurring characters that I ever did wanted to make a reappearance.
No matter how many times you come here, this place always gives me the chills.
And that's probably because it's air conditioned to protect the art piece, you know. Welcome to my private little banquet of cows. Huh? What the hell does that mean? I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home.
Who are you anyway?
Silence! And now I see it's all becoming clear.
What did you see?
Right! The truth has once again been eloquently revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither their advance as their tread. Am I wrong?
Guys! That's scary. How did you know that?
How, you say? The universe... How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams.
What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it.
Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. The name is Atme. Look at me! Ace detective. Oh.
Nothing wrong with you. Get over and show it what you're made of.
The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Gyokfin Saibon!
I'm Miles A. Spirit Medium. And Crofton. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice.
Oh God, this shit. Excellent! Well then, shall we begin our little game? What does the phrase one son of a business doesn't come to mind with this guy? Let me just say this. I am indeed an ace douchebag! No, I'm not an ace douchebag, I'm an ace asshole, that's all. I speak the truth and only the truth, and nobody who don't like it,
Hey, I'll kiss my ass. Thank you.
So, Ace Detective. So, Mr. Ace Detective, so are you really as famous as you say? Of course, for a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of it. Look at me! Da, da, da. I am Master Mouse's arch enemy, the Ace Detective! Look at me! At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness. The other, the angelic cherubs of light.
Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick?
I have been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Megino, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Master Mask. With my brawny mind and my brigand missiles. Are you sure you're not called Hildebrand?
Yeah, they mentioned it on the news and the great people around town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward.
Oh, well,
compared to the treasure I retrieved for them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. About this nasty mouse.
Oh, tell us what you know about Nasty Moss. And keep it simple, please.
Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of the storm, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night. Here. In Lordly Taylor. Naturally. Wherever the mouse goes, you will find Acme laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like the mouse out elegant you need a beautiful getaway. But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course, after all, I always say that there should be no secrets between asses. Lateral get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Master Mars calling call.
Huh? You were hired before the call card either, right?
Yes. You see, the person who hired me is quite vigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized.
The calling card arrived, right?
Yes. So, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse and waited for him alone.
Alone? But why? Why did you go to the police for help?
Ridiculous. Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let the ass get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others.
Concealed?
Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb.
Anyway, back to what happened last night.
As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible! How could it just disappear? How? You ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. For someone who seriously messed up his own steakhouse, he's rather full of himself.
For you see, that even though on one...
Even though that seems so wrong to say on one. I'll just read it as it should be said.
You're saying that even though one came through the doors last night, our precious urn was still... Our precious urn still somehow vanished from under you.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The names, but
A precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose?
that's just not possible. Yeah, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you, dog. Let's just examine the following here. Like this here. Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such cruel behavior. Eh? What do you mean? This criminal is an artiste. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, as Detective Atomy, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs.
Could you translate that for me, Nick?
I think he pretty much said, don't touch anything amateur. If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask at me. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Master Moss. What do I do now?
Does he have any top secret information, stuff that only a real crime buff can know?
I'll think about what there is when I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. But at least, we had checked this. But we do have something to show, and that's this. To secure that lordly tailor, I will be coming to provide the most priceless work of art on display in your treasures of Kurain exhibit. Take her, speckled urn, won't you? Yours truly, Master Moss. Master calling card. It's got his emblem print on it, right? Quite impressive. But I would expect nothing less from my old rival. I am surprised to see you in possession of such a top secret piece of information.
Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace medium, and an ace custom printed here.
Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want to look this guy to like us ever. Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you too are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not exactly sure. I would.
That's right! We're going to find the sacred herb no matter what we have to do.
Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate as well. If perchance you should discover something of value, return then to my office. My office of earthly delight, the Atme Detective Agency.
Office of Earthly Delight?
Well then, Sir Loyal, if you'll excusez-moi, I have much to do. Yeah, dog, I'll see you later. Oh, wait a minute!
He's gone.
I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him.
Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office too. Take me with you, okay?
Now we get to investigate this proper.
Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again?
Shishito. It's literally salmon branch sword in Japan. Shishito. It's literally salmon branch sword in Japanese. Or so says Miss Andrews. No, that's what it really is.
Well, it's pretty heavy.
Well, it's pretty heavy.
1 hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it sound like hotcakes. There's no volume that bothers me. Wow! You're really firing on all cylinders there, Pearly. This sword? Was it Mr. Amy holding it last night?
Yep. She was holding that sword. I remember a cousin of mine when we visited each other in Louisiana. He would always say sword. You never say sword. I would say sword. You would say sword.
And another thing, the sword wasn't bent like. Another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now.
You're right. And the Mega Man A. Same sword!
Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace precious.
The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow.
Aha! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective got me smash the mask with it. Like this!
Ah! What the hell?
even more bit than it was before.
Oh man, my head! My hair!
But we got the 7-branch sword in our inventory. The next thing we check out is the computer here.
Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard it, Dallas. It has such a cute name.
It looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them.
It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find the last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Master Mask.
Let's see here. And I really stink at working these things.
What's wrong with you, Nick? You're sweating an awful lot.
I don't know how to pull up the photos.
I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick.
Yeah! Well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway.
I guess you have to learn to crawl before you help. Right, Nick?
Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. There's nothing. It went off once at 8. Once at 8. Why am I saying once at 8? It I'm telling you, man, it's funny. The warehouse camera went off once around 1 a.m. on the night of the crime. So let's move over right here where we find this, right there.
So cool. I want to go statue myself. We can put it in the office.
Hey, it's Wright and Company. How about a gold statue of me?
You think Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange.
What is it, bro? The statue of Mystic Amy.
The statue of Mystic Amy, was it where it was last night?
Ah. No, it's right there. It wasn't here. It wasn't over there. It was right here last night.
I'm pretty sure I was closer to the door.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Great job, Polly. I would expect anything less from my aged cousin.
So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. So the statue's been updated.
Look what you did!
I did not do that.
Well, I wasn't here last night. I would have known the color is outrageous. This paint is already dried up. Well, then you should have cleaned it up before I tried it.
Paint doesn't dry that fast.
Besides,
I told you it wasn't me.
it looks like it's been several days since it was flipped. Hey, look at this.
What is it?
There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of this thing.
You're right. I wonder what it could be.
Well, we had better go back to the office.
Hey, Nick! Your cell phone's ringing.
Hello? Naruhodo Yuchi here.
It's me, Gumshoe.
A gumshoe! What is it? What's so funny?
I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally! The fucking dog is the alpha dog today. That sucker detective's met his match. Yep. I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him.
You caught him? Are you safe?
Look on the floor! I had to do that once.
You captured Master Mouse?
Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him.
Master Mouse surrender?
That's great, so when can we come and pick up the secretary?
Well, you see, I was going to tell you.
What? Something wrong?
Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime?
The detention center?
He wants to talk to you. Master Mouse, that is.
What? He wants to talk to Nick?
I'll be waiting for you, pal. So get over here soon.
The detention center. Huh? Back to the office. And to the detention center. October 11th. Oh, well. Daylight saving time really fucked with me, man. October 12th, detention center visitor room. Hey, pal! Welcome to detention center. Okay. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep. After all, we got master.
Right, but, so where's the secret urn?
Oh, sorry about that. No, I guess I didn't really think about it before.
But you're the victim in this case.
Huh?
Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth.
And here he is, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, he's right, Nick.
He is.
If you think about it real hard, we are the victims.
Well, I guess so. In a way.
I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person because we're always on murder cases.
Excuse me.
But anyway, I have to get the secret herb back. Please! Don't just ignore me!
Dude! Suck with your hair, dog.
Who are you?
I'm Master.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. We're not convinced.
Hey, Nick, don't you look kind of, well, gangly?
I'm Ron Delight, the famous Master.
I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a paper bag. Oh, wet paper bag, no less. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. Can we leave? No, okay. We can't leave. We just gotta talk to you. We gotta talk to your sad-looking ass again. So, you're the mask guy?
Yes, you bet. That's wrong. You see, it's complicated. So yes, it's hard enough.
What's wrong?
Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that's not right per se. You see, it's not spelled mask, it's actually mask.
What's with this guy?
Well, he's a timid little weakling, we know that much.
Don't do that. Don't look at me like that! I don't need your pity!
And a major crybaby, too. So, why did you give yourself up?
Well, you see, it's because, well...
I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt, am I right?
Priceless treasure?
They're broken arms. I have a little favor to ask. Yes? What is it? Could you go and talk to Jesse?
Jesse?
Oh, okay, Ron.
Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it?
I'm sorry. I'll give it back. I really will. Maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. But I'll just handle part of people.
Mr. Dick? I couldn't hear what he just said, especially the last part.
Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little?
Yes, sir. I promise I will. Maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I can't really do anything.
Mr. Damask, about the urn.
Oh, yes! The urn! Right away! Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually, I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway.
Enough already, just tell it to us straight!
Please, don't yell at me. I'm sorry. That hurts. I lost it. What?
You lost it.
What did you just say? Did you say you lost it? Yes. No. Maybe no. Yes, I lost it.
What do you mean?
Well, I lost it. Like I said, these things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted, you forget your bag, you know.
What? You forgot our secret urn on a train?
Wait a minute! You went on the train dressed like that? No! I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry! I just lost it, so I don't know where! This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting.
Are you really sure this creep is Master Moss?
Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts of this guy. So who is this Desi? So who is this Desi person? Please, don't talk about my wife like that! He's Roger Rabbit.
I guess she must be his wife.
I'm sorry, but the truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could call this my hideout? Hideout.
Metro Dick? What did you mean by hideout?
Oh, sorry. Naturally, I meant to say my secret base. Secret base? Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo, Pepe, third floor. Okay, Ron.
Let's go have a look, Nick. The Master's hideout.
Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout.
Sir, I do believe you need some Stimulax and some coffee. When was the last time you got laid? I just want to know. Or do you, or are you suffering from blue balls? You know, just asking. You know, I just want to know. You'll probably need to. Oh, for frick's sake, let's just go now. What the living blue bloody? How does that work? I'm seeing it on the DS version, but I'm making two just for the price of one, and just to ask the question, how does that work? This right here. Look at this. I got nothing, man. I'm flabbergasted by the old dish. The old dish here. Not this. Old dish. So this is Master Mouse hideout. Wow. Check this place out. This is weird.
And no doubt about it, this is Master Mouse hideout. Alright. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Huh? Who are you people?
Are you Jesse Delight? I would like to unzip you real slowly.
That's right. I'm Desiree. Ah! Oh, you must be the lawyer. And the victim.
Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you.
I'm Maya Day, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nicky boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, you're welcome. Did she really call me Nicky boy?
Yeah? about your husband.
Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though.
You must be Jessica Rabbit. He must be Roger. A bit.
By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you only earn and that you... They said that you only earn and that you're doing some shady training at a law office now?
Remind me not to watch that channel's news program.
After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned.
I see.
My Ronnie. He has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. They kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me. I saw that urge. He kept saying as if it was even possible. How? What are you saying you didn't? Of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know,
Special. Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity?
I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike, going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that depends on how you ride it.
I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways.
Other ways?
Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super chill. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping, I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin.
Yeah, I see what you mean. God, this place looks so all get out.
The other day, it actually happened. His head actually started to spin.
Man, talk about a high maintenance place.
So where does Mr. DeLake get all his money from? Ronnie is a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it.
He's a security guard. I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Can you tell us about what happened last night?
what time did that incident take place again?
What time was it again, Mike?
Oh, according to Detective Gump, she was around 1:30 in the morning. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes, I always do my best flying at night.
Flying. You're talking about your motorcycle, right?
Yeah. Anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home.
Sounds like she's gotten her cut out like.
Well, what about Mr. Wright? I don't really know. We weren't together at the time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep.
So basically, he's got no alibi. We ought to just say it. Your husband, ma'am. Your husband. Your poor husband. What more can I say? This is my 3rd year as a young but skilled lawyer. Well, what do you know about, your husband's alter ego? The shard as the best, mastermind. Mr. Wright, you must know, right? About your husband and Master Mask.
Master Mask. Of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan.
What?
Yep. What? Huh?
Huh? The biggest fan?
Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened.
Wait a minute. Did you say delusional?
Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. Well, I'll probably get on top of him and need to tell him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Master Mask. What? What are you talking about?
So, when did Ron first become Master Mask?
What are you talking about? He's not Master Mask.
But wait a second. Look around at this room. This place is obviously Master Mask's hideout.
No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this.
That's so true.
It's because Ronnie so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Heroic figures? But Master Mosk is a bad guy.
They say that about Lupin the Third too, but look at him, he's not really a bad guy. He's a Robin Hood.
So he's deluded, huh?
Could that really be true?
Anyway, if he really had stolen the axe, when he still had it?
Well, I suppose so.
Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not?
Gee, that's a point.
Mr. White isn't exactly a criminal.
There's something about Ron's behavior bothers me.
Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Master Mosk after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy?
What is it?
I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I have a feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Mr. Light. Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it out. Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us.
Addressed to her husband apparently contains something. Back to the detention center. What's shaking, Ron? Here, got a letter for you. Oh, that's right. Here. This is from your wife.
Oh, from Jessie! Thank you!
There you go. Letter given to Master Meth. Actually, more like take it.
My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching onto that letter so hard the ink is going to be squeezed out. You look so happy. You should write a letter to Mrs. Meyer too, Mr. Dick.
It smells so good, like motor oil and perfume. smells like eau de common vita, not de Chico. Mr. Lawyer. Yes. In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer.
Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Hey, hang on a second!
I know, right?
He can't be your lawyer!
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this masked guy?
Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it.
She said, poor man. He's deluded himself into thinking he did it, right, Mr. Nick? Come on! She could be lying to protect her husband!
Well, that's true. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh, no, it's burning!
Oh, please!
If I had to do this in Roger Rabbit style,
Oh, please!
I can't even do that. I can't do that.
Oh, please! I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return!
What should I do? Fine, I'll take your case. Well, Mr. Delight, I decided to give it a try. I'll defend you.
Really? You will? Hey! What are you doing, Nick? He's a thief! You can't trust him!
Well, he may be a thief. But I think there's more to this case than meets the eye.
Mr. Nick? I was wrong about you. I should have trusted you.
Pearls?
I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mrs. Maya. I'll never forgive you, ever! Pearly! Oh, wait!
This is going to be ugly.
I'll go after her.
You do that. So, what have you got to say for yourself,
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Well, you could have known. You couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya. Where's Pearls?
She said she's going back to the office. I'll check in on her later, would you?
And what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case?
Yeah. I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you.
Same thing Meg says to me all the time. I think I'm going to cry.
I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick. Let's get this show on the road.
You're right. Let's move. Let's rodeo. Back to the office.
Mr. Nick, welcome back.
Oh. Hey, Carl. You're back too, I see.
I went and brought up this strawberry cake.
I just thought about it. My birthday's coming up next month. By the time I'm actually putting this up, it'll be around April. And the fact I'm doing a lot of projects, visual novel style, yeah, it's gonna be pretty busy coming from April into May into June, July. Eventually, I want to make my stop around August. All things dependent, I might go on season break after that. I just won't be doing any traveling. That's one thing I won't be doing.
Hey, are you waiting for the strawberry cake?
And Ichigo cake.
I'll go make some cheese to go with it.
Thank you, Sasami. Hey, Pearl?
It looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. Mr. Nick! I was wrong about you. I should have trusted you. I'll never forgive you, ever!
I've seen this many times on a Kamen Rider series with kids.
This is Maya. The tea's ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick. Please have some of this cake.
Yeah, thanks. Pearls?
Oh, excuse me. I was thinking about cleaning the toilet.
You're cleaning the toilet. Hey, it's okay. I just cleaned it this morning. Never mind. You're going to put in 409, aren't you? Okay, it's cool, sweet. It's okay. Just flush it. Just go flush it. It's okay. Don't put your whole hand. It's okay. I'll go. Never mind. Pearl, come back, sweetie. Come on back over here. Don't get your hands dirty. Go wash your hands. Come on back.
Too late.
This might be a good time for me to ask about her. I I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when that murder happened at Kurain village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met.
You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mrs. Myers' special someone.
Hey, Maya. I've always thought it was because she was young, but
What?
Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea about you and me.
There's something you need to understand.
That we're both like, let's say, 30 to 19. If I do my math right, that's 19 years. That's about 19 years apart. 32, 19. Wait. Let me take a look at something. Let me look at this right now. We're gonna look at this right now. 26. Oh, 26. 19. 26. 19. Six. No, 7 years apart. 7 years apart. Yeah, 7 years apart. It's okay. It's okay. It's cool. Y'all both young. What is it?
It's kind of like a Kurain-based custom, sort of.
Girls seem to love you a lot.
Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and, well, because of the murder case last year, Pearlie's mother is...
Oh yeah. Morgan Le Fay. Full name is Morgana Le Fay.
I'm a crazy bitch.
I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. She's drinking a special immortality potion as we speak.
So you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me too.
Maya.
My mother's gone too. There are hardly any men in Kurain village.
The men find jobs, the women stay home. Now that you mention it, I actually never saw any men there when I visited.
I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. about how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family?
Yeah, you did. And that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right?
Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Kurain village kind of revolves around its women.
Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but because of that, there tend to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages.
Oh?
Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter.
Are you saying that Pearl's father...
He's gone. He left the village when she was very young.
Boy, that's tough.
Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that.
So your mother's still missing?
Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is.
Maya's mother. Misty Fae. The current master of the Kurain channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. The DO7 incident. But you're sure she's still alive, right?
Yeah. I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing.
And if your mother doesn't come back, then what?
Then according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master.
Mystic Maya, the master of the Kurain technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility.
Yeah, but there's no one else but the blood of the same main family who's a spirit medium.
It's kind of like me and my family. On my father's side, musicians. Mother's side, singers. I'm the exception because I'm a voice artist. But the thing is, we're all in the arts. And I'm the only one who's partially successful because I'm also an author. But I'm always learning my art. So I guess you could say I've accomplished something.
Well, Nick, why don't we go on and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around the office.
Yeah, I know. But first I want to talk to Pearls.
Mr. Nick?
Yeah?
I acted like a baby.
Pearls.
I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick?
Yeah?
sweetheart. I apologize for what I said.
It's something I've learned from when I was going through a lot of counseling. You never say you're sorry, because what you're supposed to say is you apologize. Because if you say you're sorry, that tells you that you are a sorry individual. If you've done something bad, you should apologize for it, which is true. But in this case, I would say I'm not sorry for the person who I am. I'm not sorry for the people I associate myself with, because they're a roller coaster of people that I had to deal with almost every day in my life. And there's only one person in my actual family that makes me feel on a high, and that's my brother Ron. Because we actually get along. Oh, that's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing.
Well, I'm going out now for a little bit.
Huh? Where are you going?
I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power.
You sure do.
I'm going to show you I can be useful too, by finding some evidence.
Oh, okay. Hey! Wait! Yes, yes.
Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay?
Yeah. Alright. Well, let's move back here. Back to the LT.
Maya! Oh, it's Andrew. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Your precious Urn. Your precious Urn!
Please! Calm down. What's wrong?
It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you.
Anything?
No, I know I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands.
I'm sure you.
I could make you another urn.
Double.
Hold on. Just wait, okay? Please calm down and talk to us. Forgive me.
Girl, what is wrong with you? So when did you get the calling card from? Sure, that's what I mean. Master Mouse.
Let's see, exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police. but that detective stopped me. So you asked Detective Acme to help with security? Yes. In fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seemed to know much more about Master Moss than the police.
So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived?
Well, yes, I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches.
So that's why there are security cameras even in the basement warehouse.
Yes, Lord Taylor is very serious about their security measures. It was their way of saying bring it on to any potential thieves.
Well, he sure brought it last night. And he even left with a nice souvenir.
Can you talk a bit about the security for the treasure keeping? It was all my fault! I never should have called this paltry little collection of treasure exhibiting waste.
Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a pretty important object.
It may be, but its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero.
Zero! God damn it! Zero!
I tossed it until it was just buckling. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But that urn contains the soul of Mr. Kane. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Acme. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Kurain. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. So maybe why it was actually Master Moss in disguise. And no, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible.
Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. Well, don't worry your sweet little hips about it, dear. We're on the case. Quickly, to the detective agency of Acme! Or Acme. Here we are at the Acme Detective Agency.
Hello?
Well,
how lovely it is to see you again, my dear.
Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. We're actually kind of... Silence! Precisely as expected. The truth has once again been elegantly resolved to me. A loyal and a spirit medium. Am I correct?
I think we've already been through this.
Ha! So my estimation was correct? Somebody! How truly elegant. And now then, what can I do for you? This is the most interesting 2 hours I've ever had in this one case. Revisiting it is funny as all hell. Let's talk, sir. About the night of the crime. You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night? Precisely. This is my 5th encounter with my arch enemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey.
I heard you've been after Master Mask since his very first step.
Yes, my dear. I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the tear of Evidon. I have encountered him in the museum's sacred hall, the crime scene itself.
So that's why you were hired as security for the treasure exhibit?
I'm pretty sure he said that Agent Andrews hired him. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lowly Taylor and set the perfect trap. You must mean the security camera.
But I thought you were watching the area yourself too. Well, how did Master Mars manage to steal the urn?
That's the $1 million question. What is the masked modus operandi?
Mr. Atme? Did you know about the sacred urn?
I am interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Mask the Mask. Sacred urn? That has nothing to do with this case. But wasn't that what Mask the Mask stole this time? I am a hunter, so there is nothing more than a lure to catch my prey.
do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons? I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick.
Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the Urning. So about the emote.
There's something that's kind of bothering me.
Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are all but seekers, wandering alone in the dark. At least I'm not alone in the dark.
Well, I was wondering how Master Moss managed to steal the art. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know?
Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Master Mosk. You son of a bitch! What the? It's a psyche lock.
Psyche lock?
She doesn't know about the psyche lock. Or the psych lock. But it's pronounced psyche. Like, psyche lock. Psyche lock.
Hey, Nick, what is this psyche lock thing?
Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are.
What? This Magatama has that kind of power?
Maya, you're the only one who gave me this Magatama last year.
Well, it's true that this Magatama is a prized family heirloom, but Riley was the one that actually imbued it with spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about it, about what it can do.
This is the woman that's going to take over the Christian.
So how do you do it? How do you break the psyche lock thing?
Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret.
Cool! I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out!
Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient. Well, sir? Kurain! About that MO, sir. Detective Acme, you are standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Master Moss commit the crime.
Well, I can hardly see you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse, that much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door.
I'm not sure why,
but this Urning guy is lying through his teeth. I know. I'll show him some proof.
Detective Acme,
I have here proof that someone went through that door last night.
behold! There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door.
Precisely. I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night.
What? My monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash.
It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be.
Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned.
What? Are you saying I didn't do my duty properly?
Detective Acme, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it?
If he's hiding it, there must be some reason. Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I've got just a piece of evidence that should prove it.
Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see Master Moss. In that case, the reason you didn't at the time was because you were unconscious.
I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence.
Alphabet.
Kurain!
Detective Acme, you were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you?
Surely you must be joking. You think that I, Lucas May, could be knocked unconscious so easily?
This sword proves it. Before the theft, this sword was in the hand of the statue of Amy Faye. Furthermore, at the time it was not bent. There's There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by this sword. Well, detective, how about it?
I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney.
Nimu Kanjo!
I can't deny that there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So you were not there when the thief first clobbered you?
Clown. What an ugly way of saying it. But I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer.
So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse?
No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here.
Ouch! Mr. Acme should have his forehead examined.
You can say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Updated. The mouse knocked at me out with during a crime with a blow to the back of the head. Well, it looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway.
Huh? What? That Acme is the greatest ace detective in the world!
No, that he never actually saw the thief.
Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be Master Mask.
Just one moment, sir lawyer. The thief was unquestionably Master Mask.
But you never actually saw him!
Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency.
Oh.
Last night, the camera went off exactly once. Behold! This is a photo of the dastardly thief, taken by the security camera. It's 6 more keys open. That's him.
Master Mask.
Well, there we have it. We got proof right there. We think it's proof. The thief can be none other than the arch criminal, Master Mask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? This reason you speak of, sir.
So, what did you mean by he had a very good reason?
Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
But how would you know about that? Have you forgotten?
You're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk on the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Look at me! Douchebag. Look at me, douchebag ace detective.
He just has an air that just speaks.
Douchebag! I'm indeed an ace douchebag!
Well, I guess we better go take a look just in case. Thank you for your time, ace douchebag! Yeah, that thing right there, that's sitting right there in front of us, right there. We need to examine this. Don't mind us.
Hey, Nick! Remember what Detective Acme said?
Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it.
Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. 50,000?
This is a blackmail letter. Sure looks like a major clue, alright. Pocket. Written with fountain pen, found in Ron's purse. The hell?
Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's a nice view. When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself. Please, come on in. I'll make some coffee. Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady.
Wait a minute. I know that voice.
Oh, Nicky boy. I'm so sorry, but I've got another guest. Ah! You you know each other?
Nicky boy! Nick! Do you and this girl have, you know, something going on?
Something. If you mean what I think.
I underestimated you, Nick.
What?
A gorgeous lady like this. Married too? Way to go, dude!
I know it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the butts. 'Cause everybody knows the old saying, when something stinks, it's usually the butts. It never fails. It never fails. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other.
Hey, man, that wasn't nice. That was your very first client.
We've got quite the storied history, he and I. And what we used to say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the butts. And to this day, it never fails.
Hey, come on now. You're embarrassing me.
And in front of this pretty little thing here.
So, you two are old childhood friends? I think. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm going to go check on my bike.
Nice girl, that Dizzy.
So, how have you been, Nick?
So busy if you really want to know. So how you been, man? So what you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. And what's with those clothes? You look, well, weird. Weirder than normal.
Hey, man, that's uncalled for. This is my uniform for my part-time job. But I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun.
Huh? What's wrong?
Nick, I gotta tell you,
What, dude?
women, I don't trust them anymore.
You got dumped again.
Well, you know, Bennifer, I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom, and my whole life changed.
Jennifer? Caddy Tom? I never heard of either of them.
Anyway, dude, Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it?
Well, actually... Anyway, it sounds like you had quite the adventure.
Women!
Nick is like, oh, present. It's like, he has two fingers like, women present.
Women, that's so good!
Oh. But you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest.
Looks like you're still the same old Eric.
Why are you here, man? So what are you doing here anyway?
Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working.
You say you found this last night?
Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return myself.
Found by Larry at his part-time security job, company building, at the night of the crime. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I knew it. There's these pictures in here.
Yeah, I guess he really digs his life, huh? Hey, Nick! It's not what you're thinking at all!
No? I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed the bits.
Aw, no way, man! I mean, she's a married woman! That's just bad news!
And she has a body that just won't quit. That's not bad news.
He really is here just to check out Miss Wright.
So you think you found it at your job, right?
Yeah! I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know?
A security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform's all about. So, what time was it when you found this last night?
Huh? Why are you asking me that? They're trying to see if I got an alibi.
You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy.
I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building.
What is Mr. Delight's wallet doing now?
Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there.
He was there? You mean Mr. Delight?
Sure. Here, take a look at this. Right there in the wall.
What's this card?
Key card for a security company. See? It's got a serial number on it right there. There's no mistake about it.
You said you are working part-time at a security company, right?
That's right. Why are you making that scary face?
Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there.
I
I need to find out as much as I can about this keeper. Found inside Ron's wallet. Apparently used for the building of his part-time job. Well, let me show you something, my friend. Hey, Larry. What about this?
What? If you got something to say, then say it already.
Huh?
A blackmail letter?
Do you know anything about this?
What? I don't know anything about elections, is that true? Huh? What? I can't believe you do this to me! I thought you were my friend! $50,000? I don't have that kind of money!
No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight.
Whoo! Man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot. Wait, I'm the idiot. And I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah. So what? That's where I've got a part-time job at KB Security. What?
Sounds like I should really find out more about this KB Security company. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it?
That's where I work, yeah.
In fact, I'm on the job right now.
Huh? So what are you doing here then?
Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away.
Yes.
Anyway, how far is this company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, you can fly down the road anyway.
Well, this apartment building is pretty close to Lord Taylor, right?
And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back.
If Ron Delight was at KB Security when the robbery occurred, then
Whoa. Then he could have stolen the sacred urn.
I think so. So you're sure about this keycard?
Yep. That's the key card we use at the building I work in.
According to the serial number, this one's for the CEO's office.
You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record.
Leaves a record?
Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room when.
Larry! I need that data!
Whoa. Slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost that job, I'd never have a chance to guess it.
Damn, man. Damn. Larry, don't! It's times like this when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Please record when used. Oh.
Hey, Nick, your phone.
Naruhodo, Yuchi.
Hello, is this the right residence?
Ah, Pearls. Where are you?
I thought I'd go to London Terry to try to find the necklace, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick! Perry! Where are you right now? I was walking along and I found myself in my Percy's office. And that person? Who? That person who doesn't act his age and always says the value when he's excited?
Look at me, Ace Douchebag Detective.
Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you.
Alright. I'm a little scared.
Alright. Let's go, Maya.
Wait a second, Nick.
What?
That phone call just now sounded like real cutie.
Another one of your special friends?
Say goodbye to Mr. Light for me, would you, Larry?
I'm out. I'm out. It's like I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Damn, that's a big bag. So we're back at the douchebag. That's me, Detective Agency.
Ah, Mr. Nick! Miss Maya! Really? I never thought I'd be able to help you again!
One head pat later. It's okay, Dongo. It's okay. So, is Mr. A detective out of the office?
Yes, but right here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last?
Now that you mention it. Yeah, I see something I want to check out. This thing right here.
This badge. I'm sure it wasn't here before. It looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here. Come on, open it up!
Hey, wait a minute. You can't just open his private property.
Don't be such a funny guy. This is an important investigation.
That's true. And truth be told, I have to admit I am kind of curious.
Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Oh, I bet it does. Well, hello there.
Ah! He's here!
What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly. I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it.
Nick! I can't believe you!
A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time in all the gagging about her? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial. Right! Shall we say, figurative, Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime.
Wow, Nick. Sounds like it's going to be really exciting.
What's going to happen at the trial tomorrow? That's so dramatic. Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place.
That sure does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick.
Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, look at me, will take the sand. And then, the running! My testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will announce you as the thieves' co-conspirators.
Conspirator?
You're quick on the defensive, I say. However, it is not that is your greatest enemy. There is a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial.
What are you talking about?
Sir Lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Goldoctor. Goldoctor.
In the original, I call him Goldo, but if I'm really thinking about it, his name would be Goldoctor. The Goldoctor.
You have taken a step down the path of foolishness. To try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty.
Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is the mouse.
My dear lady, times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature.
Okay, what about this Goldoff character?
Who is this Goldoff person?
It's not surprising that a spirit medium has not heard the name. Goldoctor, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Goldoctor, legend or myth, men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him.
Prosecutor Goldoctor. But the best prosecutor in the country is a Goldoctor. It's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick?
It's no surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But as prosecutor, Lies Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad.
Huh?
In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Goldoctor as the best in this country.
Can you agree with that?
Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the look at me of the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Hey, Mr. Nick, is this Goldoctor really that strong?
I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. And not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. Looks like we're done investigating for the day. So, yeah. The stage has been set, and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. A new prosecutor, an ex-detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. Kiss the ring, bitches.
So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to drop a save myself. Yeah, I'm definitely going to drop a save myself. My God, I'm going to drop a save so badly. Yes, we are. Yes, we are going to save. So next time on Trials and Tribulations Revisited, we are going into this trial that makes no damn sense whatsoever when we continue the stolen turnabout. I'd like to thank you for joining me. I have taken my medicine of coffee and whatever the hell I just had not too long ago for the last 3 hours, and I'll see you next time when we do the trial in episode 2, the stolen turnabout on Trials and Tribulations Revisited. See you in the next part. Thanks for watching.